God bless you, and thank you for joining us. I'm Minister Billy Burton, and welcome to Sunday School Insights. This audio teaching series is an evangelistic tool brought to you by Inspirational Minutes Ministries International, Advocatus Ecclesiae Publishing, and Ministry Outpost. We hope and pray that these lessons will reach those who, for whatever the reason, either can't or won't come to a Bible study, a Sunday school class, or a traditional church service. Subscribe to our channel here on YouTube, and then follow us on Facebook, where you can read your Bible lessons faithfully each week. Our Facebook link is conveniently posted below. Our background music, Worlds Away, is provided by the artistic genius of J Man at www.ourmusicbox.com. Again, we thank you for joining us, and Sunday School Insights begins now. Today's lesson is entitled, The Lord Will Provide. Our scriptures are found in the book of Genesis, chapter 22, verses 1 through 24. Often, we read our Bibles with the habit of staying on the surface, or with no greater interest than to see the words that are before us written on paper. When we do this, we miss the very answer and encouragement that we have been praying for, and then accuse God of not responding to our prayers. This week's lesson starts with the words, "And it came to pass after these things." Our first question should be, after what things? To know the answer, which will prepare you for the story to follow and the lesson within the lesson, we need to go back to the chapter before this chapter. This is where the things that God spoke to Abraham and Sarah, including that they would have a child, came to pass, showing that no matter what we see or don't see, think or don't think, believe or don't believe, God is faithful. This is the chapter where we review the decisions of Abraham to follow the self-help plans of Sarah in her attempt to use her own so-called common sense to make God's promise come true, and the consequences of foolish thoughts like these. We learn about the relationship between Abraham, Sarah, and Hagar, their bondwoman, and God's provision of grace and mercy. And now, after these things have happened, it is time for Abraham to prove to himself and God that faithfulness is not a one-sided relationship. Abraham is told to do the unthinkable. He is told to sacrifice his son, the heir of the covenant promise. God can give us a promise and then, for the sake of proving our faith in him, command us to do something that in our eyes could appear to be contrary to what he said that he would do. This is when we need to exhibit wholehearted trust in God. God always has a plan and ways of doing things that neither you nor I can begin to imagine. When we claim to be on the Lord's side and have spoken that we agree with his promise, plans, and purpose for our lives, we will be tested. Empty, vain words won't get the job done in the service of the Lord. It takes work or action, and because God doesn't think in a limited way or allow himself to be influenced by the opinions of others or walk in what is seen by the natural eye, what he tells you to do in the test may seem quite ridiculous. But it will come to pass that the way in which you are rewarded for your obedience will seem quite ridiculous also. Hopefully, you will be led to be here again next week, joining us for another lesson, God willing, of Sunday School Insights. Our background music, You On My Mind, was composed and performed by J Man at www.ourmusicbox.com. God bless you.